Okay, so here's the last of the evaluating of functions, and we're going to do that by using a graph. So this one probably could be the most challenging because it's a little bit hard to interpret, but once you try the first, it's not so bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to evaluate four different answers. We're going to figure out what f of -1 is, f of 0, f of 2, and f of 4. So the first thing says, what's f of -1? Well, that just means when x is -1, what is your corresponding y value? So that's really what you're looking for. So in this particular case, they're saying in x is -1, what's the corresponding y value? So this is your x-axis. You scroll over to find where -1 is, which is here. What's your y value? Oh, it's right there. Well, what number is that correspond with? That's +1 on the y-axis. So when x is -1, your corresponding y value is +1. So when you're looking at a graph, you have to find the value on the x to the matching value on y. Now we're going to try the next one. The next one says, what's f of 0? So that's saying when x is equal to 0, what's the corresponding y value? So here's where x is equal to 0. Is the corresponding y value up here or down here on the graph? So you really have to know where you're looking to get that answer. And the corresponding y value is right here. You're looking for it where it's on the graph. And that would be at -1. That's where it hits the y-axis, is at -1. So f of 0 is equal to -1. Now on to the next question. They want to know what f of 2 is. So that means when x is equal to 2, what's the corresponding y value? So we go over to 2 on the x-axis, which is here. Now we're going to have to go up to get to the point on the graph. Now what y value is that corresponding to? That's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 4. So when x is 2,